This movie summary tells us about a love drama that will surprise you with amazing story changes. 2 years before our story begins, William Traynor lived a wonderful life. He had lots of money, looked very handsome, and had perfect health. He was in a relationship with a woman named Alicia, and his life seemed perfect. But one unlucky day changed everything forever. Will was walking to his office when it was raining heavily. While crossing the road, he was busy talking on his mobile phone. Because he wasn't paying attention, he didn't see a motorcycle rider coming toward him. The crash left Will unable to move most of his body. Louise Clark, who everyone called Lou, didn't have much money, and never thought she was pretty. But she felt joy in her life. Louise made up for all her difficult times by staying very positive and hopeful. Even when she lost her job at the coffee shop where she had worked for 6 years, she didn't give up hope. The boss had to let her go because the business was shutting down. She and her sister were the only people in their family who earned money, so she couldn't be without work for very long. Lou tried many different types of work, but she never kept any job for a long time. Her boyfriend had just finished college and helped support her. He told her she should go back to the job center to find work again. Patrick always worked very hard and enjoyed exercising and sports. He filled Louise with hope, so she went to the job center to search for employment. They offered her a job that most people didn't want. Taking care of a man who couldn't move his body. This man was William. His mother, Camilla, talked with her about the job. Lou had never helped disabled people before, but Camilla found her interesting and believed she could do the work well. Camilla said Lou was much tougher than she appeared to be. Camilla brought her to meet Will, and he immediately tried to frighten the new helper by acting like his paralysis was much worse than it really was. However, Louise really needed the money, so she said yes to starting work right away. Additionally, Nathan helped take care of Will's medical needs, and Louise was supposed to make Will happy and stop him from feeling bored. When Lou went back to her house, she told her family she had found employment. She had no idea how much Will would change her whole life. Nathan taught her what she needed to know, and showed her the files with instructions for patient care. He also warned her that William could get angry easily, and didn't enjoy meaningless conversation. Will simply told her to go to the cooking area, and asked her not to bother him. Little by little, they discovered many things about each other. Louise was awkward and too cheerful, while William always felt sad and grumpy. One day, Louise's sister Katrina said she wanted to leave her job and go back to school because Louise was making good money now. Louise agreed to help her. Not long after, Will's closest friend Rupert and his former girlfriend Alicia came for a visit. After getting hurt, Will pushed away all the people who cared about him. Because of this, Rupert and Alicia grew closer and began dating each other. They came to tell him about their new relationship. Will felt upset, but he didn't let it show. Louise shared everything with Patrick. Her new employment didn't worry him too much because Patrick couldn't stop thinking about the upcoming sports competition in Norway. He even asked Louise to come with him, making it sound like a romantic vacation. After the competition finished, they would have time to be together. When Will started annoying Louise again, she showed him she was unhappy. This made him like her more. He asked her to watch a European film with written translations, and she enjoyed it. They started going for walks together and talking frequently. Louise brought Will to the medical center for his regular examination, and Nathan explained to her that there was no chance for him to get better. Will's backbone is damaged, which means his condition will only become worse. He already gets sick often and feels very negative, although at first he tried to fight his condition. Despite his job demands, Patrick still spent time with Louise. They went to see movies, and Lou asked her boyfriend to watch a film with subtitles, but he said no, because he liked to watch silly comedy movies with simple stories. When the cold season began, William became ill, and Louise had to care for him. His father Stephen was traveling, and Nathan wasn't available. Lou worried very much about Will and contacted both of them. Nathan came just in time. He helped lower the fever, and his patient's health became stable. Louise discovered video clips on Will's computer where he participated in different dangerous sports. Before his injury, he loved living and tried to make his life exciting and unforgettable. William woke up and asked Lou to remain with him to help him feel calm. Louise even performed a funny song that her dad used to sing to her when she was little. Then she shared stories about her special stockings that she received as a child. She loved them very much and wished they made similar stockings for grown-ups. When spring arrived, Louise continued staying close to Will. He saw her as a cheerful, special person and wanted her to reach all her dreams. Louise saw him without facial hair and wanted him to remove his beard. William let her shave off his beard. Soon after, Louise accidentally discovered that Will had made a deal with his parents. He wanted to end his life in 6 months so he wouldn't be a burden to them anymore. It hurt him to exist in this world knowing that his best years were already finished. Louise shared this with her sister, and she suggested making these 6 months the happiest time of Will's life. Lou created a plan to bring back William's desire to live, and his parents supported it. They were ready to do anything to keep their son alive. Using the excuse that Nathan had never watched horse racing, Louise suggested that Will go to the racetrack. The trip didn't go very well, and the horse that Louise chose to win lost the race, so everyone came back home feeling disappointed. However, Louise didn't give up. She invited William to listen to classical music at a concert, but this time it would be only the two of them. Louise wore a gorgeous dress, and they had a real romantic evening. Will didn't even want to return home, so their wonderful time wouldn't end. He wanted to be the man who brought the lady in the red dress to hear music. After some time, Lou mentioned that Patrick and her parents wanted to meet him. They invited him to Louise's birthday celebration. Her family enjoyed William's company, but Patrick didn't like him very much. Patrick gave his girlfriend a strange necklace, which didn't make her happy, but she loved William's present. He bought Louise a pair of striped stockings with bee designs on them. William and Louise grew closer and closer. Will even shared stories about the time he lived in Paris. He wanted to sit at the table of a street restaurant again, but he couldn't because he wasn't the same person anymore. One day, when Lou came back to her house, she learned that her father had been given a job by William's parents. Her mother and father decided to celebrate this news. Louise wasn't very pleased because her dad didn't get hired fairly, but she had to accept it. Then she heard some sad news. A doctor from the assisted death clinic came to see William. At that moment, she understood that no matter how hard she tried, William wouldn't give up his plan. She told Camilla everything. Alicia and Rupert invited William to their wedding ceremony, and he decided to attend. He brought Louise with him. It was painful for him to watch his former girlfriend and best friend get married, but he accepted it. At the wedding party, Louise drank too much alcohol and wanted to dance with Will. He was moving around the dance floor in his wheelchair, and while they were having fun together, Louise convinced him to go out and enjoy themselves. He and Louise spent the night at a hotel, and when they came back home, Nathan noticed that William was sick. Meanwhile, Lou told Patrick that she had to cancel their trip to Norway. She wanted to spend time with Will instead. Patrick felt hurt, but Louise didn't have time to worry about it because she was told that Will was in the hospital. His parents and Nathan were already there. Nathan explained to Louise that because of his weak lungs, any sickness could make William's health much worse. When Camilla went home to change clothes, Lou decided to stay beside Will's bed. He was in serious condition, but getting better. Louise was about to cancel the booking at the hotel where they planned to go. But then she got an idea. She decided to arrange another trip for William if the doctor would let them go. They would bring Nathan with them for safety. When Lou returned to her house, Patrick was waiting for her. He said sorry for how he acted. Patrick still believed that Louise worked so hard because she felt valued and people expected a lot from her. But suddenly, he found Louise's folder where she kept pictures from her and Will's holiday. Patrick became angry because he didn't want his girlfriend to spend time in a beautiful tropical place with her patient and doctor. They argued and Patrick left. Louise goes on holiday with William and Nathan. They have a wonderful, relaxing time, and Nathan even meets a girlfriend there. This isn't a problem because Louise can always watch Will. When Nathan goes to walk the girl to her room, William and Lou are left by themselves. The electricity goes off because of a storm, and they spend the night together. The next day, Will talks her into going underwater diving. At first, Louise felt scared, but once she tried it, she absolutely loved it. One evening, William told her that he still wanted to go through with assisted death. Louise also admitted that she knew about his plan. Actually, she thought that after everything that happened between them, he would change his decision, but Will didn't. He doesn't want to live knowing that he can't give Louise very much. He doesn't want to see disappointment in her eyes, and no amount of talking will make him change his mind. He only asks her to be there with him when it happens. After coming back from their vacation, Louise quit her job and went home. Camilla caught up with her as she was leaving the airport, and Lou told her that she didn't want their money. At that moment, Camilla understood that her son was going to die. When Lou arrived home, she told her family about everything, and her mother said she couldn't be present at the death procedure. She was sure that it was the same as killing someone. But her father thought differently. He talked to his daughter and realized that Lou felt sorry for refusing to be with Will. He suggested that she call him. Maybe she would still have time to see her loved one before he died. Louise travels to Switzerland and finds William. He feels happy to see her and even sings her a silly song. They say their goodbyes, and Will does what he came there to do. After his death, Louise gets a letter. In it, Will asks her to live fully and enjoy every moment. To give her this chance, he leaves her a large amount of money. Louise went to Paris to the restaurant that William told her about, and of course wore the striped stockings he gave her. In this place, Lou felt William's presence even though he wasn't there with her. Thank you for staying with us. Please subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and make sure to click the notification bell to keep up with our latest videos.